gun, and at that moment, his wife didn't be there because she hid herself somewhere else in the office, but he met this psychiatrist and carry his gun and try to threaten her that, where is my wife? Bring her to me, otherwise you get killed, something like that. So the psychiatrist so scared and very shocked about that incident. But luckily, fortunately, that he could find his wife in the office and drag her outside the office and stab her and hurt her, and luckily that she didn't die from the kill, just a severe dangers, and got hurt from her husband. So this caused the psychiatrist became scared of that incident, and she cannot stay and work as a psychiatrist anymore. Okay, so she decided to quit her job, and she got the illness. She got the scare disease. Okay, scare disease means that she always scared everything around her. She kind of be afraid of everything around her, cannot sleep, become insomnia, and have chronic depression from that incident. So her mom, or the person who called me, was very worried about her daughter and tried the best to take care of her, bring her to see another psychiatrist, so be the second psychiatrist. So you see, the psychiatrist become the patient with another new psychiatrist. So she got the medication for 5 years, and it doesn't end because her symptoms still stay there, still exist. She cannot sleep as usual. She still depressed, cannot do anything, hopeless, stay like have lots of awareness, lot of mindfulness. So she was very sick. So her mother, or the person who called me, were really worried and need my advice. How should I help my daughter? She started crying again, and at that time I remember that I was very calm as well, and it's like listening and to the real movie, okay, the real movie that is happening at that moment, and I just like the audience that try to understand the story, what's happening, but I became another characters in the movie. So let's say I became the third psychiatrist for her story. So what I help her, give her advice that, you know what, I call her Andy, okay, Andy. So in Thai tradition, when we respect person who get older than us, compare with our siblings, okay, with our relatives. So I feel like the way that I help her, that she looks like my aunt, and then I start to call her Auntie. You know what? My teacher always teach me that once we are lost, just be calm, and then the right solution will arise. So being calm is like a water that's crowded with dirt. The dirt is like problems, like uncertainty, and negative things in your mind. Now you have worries, you are depressed, you're stressful, you're confused. Now it's time for you to be calm. Stop crying. Okay. Be calm. It's like a water, like we let it still in the jar, right? You see the picture. Eventually, all the dirt, all the particles will settle down at the bottom, and the water become clear again. So I taught her like that. Also, calm mind also meditates the peace and positive energy that to cope with bad situation. So we can learn from this that whenever you feel uncomfortable, you feel confused or full of problems and cannot find a way to get out, so just be calm. It means that you let the mind to detach from the dirt automatically over time. So the mind becomes clearer and it will become the energy. It's called positive energy or peace to the mind, and we can see the way to cope with the bad situation. I taught her that if you really want to help your daughter, you need to be like a person who learn to swim first. If you can swim, so you can help out the drowning person. Okay, so now you need to learn to be calm. You need to be strong in your mind, and then you can help your daughter right away. So I taught her to learn how to meditate. Okay, so I remember, I think I just let her meditate for a while, not really long time, because the time is run out. But she know how to be calm the mind. Just only let the mind detach from the past bitterness. So let her to learn to let go the bitterness in the past and stay in the present. So let her come back to the present time, be with yourself, be with your mind, with a calm mind. And we cannot change the past, and Auntie, you cannot change the past, but the present, you can do it with your best actions. It's like a crown, the black crown in the sky that covers the sun. So we can just wait and let it go, okay? And then eventually it will disappear. So negative energy will try to get away to obsess our life. So if we are not mindful, so we become the victim of it. So be aware. So be aware means that we bring the mind back to the present moment and be calm. Okay. So it automatically happens when we calm the mind and be mindful. The mind will be peaceful by itself. So this is what I would like you to think about that. So this become like how to use meditation to calm the mind down, and then once right after that, you see the transformation of yourself, of your feeling. Like this Andy, this person, she stopped crying right away and calm eventually. She became happy, that I can notice from her voice over the phone. and her voice changed, become a happy person. And she promised me to practice meditation regularly, and I suggest her to let her daughter to meditate too. So the story is ended. Okay, the story is ended with happy ending. I let her meditate, and she promised to meditate by her own. It's past 5 years ago. Right after that, unfortunately that I couldn't get back to her, but I believe that with my guidance, my advice to her to meditate and calm my down, so she can like a medicine, like a medication for herself to heal her mind, to strengthen her mind, to overcome her depression, to overcome her worries that she has in her mind, and also so she can help her daughter to get better from the mental illness. And I believe that her daughter get better. So this is my story 6 years ago. I want to share with you. So you may have come across your experience as a bitterness one. So use this technique. It's simple, right? Meditation is the simplest strategy to deal with our own mind, to control our mind. Even though we know the nature of the mind is restless, it's hard to control, but with the right strategy, so we can do that. Okay, like any practice, any skills, you can practice that. It may be start from zero, but get used to it, and then become your habit to do so, right? Like your work, or even we train the animal, like a dog or a monkey. So it takes time, right? But eventually it can be under control from us. So this is the way that we use the meditation in control the mind. Okay? So from now on, I would like everyone to use meditation to bring us back to the source of true happiness, the source of pure energy that's already existed in our own mind. So once we stay the mind at one point, the point that we feel peaceful inside ourselves, then the mind will detach from all things. So just use the techniques that you get used to it. Use meditation object like a bright shining star, full moon, or crystal ball, or your favorite fruit or flowers. Just be careful about it doesn't let you think further. Okay, so the simple object is like a moon, the sun, to keep the mind calm inside yourself. This is a technique to let the mind calm and be at the present time. Okay, or even you use the technique of mantra by feel the sound of mantra. So one of them I recommend you use the traditional one is Samma Arahang. Okay, Samma Arahang is ancient words. It means the righteous way to purity. This is you can use as well in meditation. Use meditation is like a tool. It's like a games for our mind to play with. Okay. So even though that many things around in our mind still remain, okay, now I know you stay with me, right? Okay, stay with me, stay with the meditation, stay with the present, and then we continue. All right. Now sit back and relax, prepare yourself to meditate for about 20 minutes. Okay, and then we see how we can maintain our mind calm and peaceful inside ourselves. At the location we call the center of the body, or it is the center of gravity of any human being. Okay, so the center of the body is the permanent home of the mind. As we let the mind travel all the time, we let the mind to think, to feel different things, but it's a good time for us to bring it back to its home. Okay, and then it will be relaxed and energized and refill the energy again to cope with the external world. Okay, now if you sit on the floor, you may learn how to sit in the standard posture with the cross-legged posture. Right leg over the left one, right hand over the left hand. With the right index finger, gently touch the left thumb, like this. And maintain your posture comfortably and relaxingly. If you sit on the chair, sit upright, okay, and relaxingly with your right hand over the left one as well, the right index finger, gently touch the left thumb as well. And now, very softly and very gently, slowly close up. Rise. Close your eyes softly and gently, as if you are going to fall asleep. Please do not squeeze our eyeballs. Just simply allow the eyelids gently touching one another. And then we begin to relax the whole body, starting with the relaxation on our head. Relax the muscle of our forehead, down to our cheeks, our lips, our chin, our jaw. Relax the muscle of our neck, down to shoulders, Allow the shoulders drop down naturally. Maintain the back upright. And relax. To allow the blood circulation free flowing throughout the body. Continue to relax the muscle of our arms down to our hands, all the way down to the tip of fingers. Relax. Relax the muscle of our abdomen down to our hips, our bottom, our upper legs, down to our knees. Let the relaxation stream down to our calves, down to our feet and our toes. Relax. Now we may feel entire body is free from all tension. Feel so relaxed and comfortable. Once we feel entire body is completely relaxed, we continue to relax the mind. We just simply maintain the mind calm with the present moment. With the present moment here and now. We are sitting alone once we close our eyes. But we don't feel lonely, as our mind is full of peace and happiness from the surroundings, the serenity from environment, we can feel the warm air around us. And we can take a deep breath in slowly, deeply. Allow the fresh air fill our mind through our nose, our lungs, all the way down to the center of the body. Right at the center of our stomach. It is roughly the center of the body, where is the home base of the mind. Breathe in again, deeply, slowly, deep down. Allow the fresh air down to the center space. Slowly breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now our mind becomes calm and still further. We may feel the inner spaciousness and wide open from within. This is the reward from being still and let go from everything. We let go all negative feelings, any kind of responsibilities. Just leave them behind. Be at this moment with calmness and relaxation at the center space inside the body. Or the location we feel most comfortable. We maintain the feeling of peace and relax at the comfortable position continuously, consistently, as long as we can. Be with our mind moment by moment. Don't pay attention to any distractions, either from outside or the worrying thoughts that may remain in the mind. Once we don't pay attention to them and keep calm, the most comfortable position. Eventually, the worrying thoughts or distraction would fade away by themselves. We also remain the mind calm at one point with the bright shining full moon. Or the bright shining star, or the midday sun. Choose only one object we like the most. And maintain the mind calm, peaceful, and relaxed with the bright shining object, without concerning about the clarity of it. Just feel the object stay there, relaxingly and continuously. We also repeat the mantra Sammarang. 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 Repeat the mantra softly and gently over and over to calm the mind down and maintain in peace. We may repeat the mantra many times as we like, until all worrying thoughts fade away by themselves, or until we feel we don't want to repeat the mantra anymore. Just maintain the mind calm. At one point, continuously relaxing. Maintain the balance of mindfulness, where we feel here and now. Be mindful and comfortable in every moment. Keep the balance balance of consciousness and comfort, moment by moment, until the mind is free from all thoughts, until we feel the mind is become a standstill. We just embrace the stillness of the mind and neutrality of the mind. Without any expectation, let it be what it wants to be. Let the mind be in peace and find its own center. Let the mind find its real home or the center of the body without any force or effort. Just be neutral, soft and gentle. Now we may continue our own practice in silence.
share this true peace.